Deep crankbaits. Why some guys lose a lot of fish and some guys lose very few. And some of the keys to this are going to surprise you. Okay. Shallow running crankbaits. I know we're talking about deep, but shallow running crankbaits. A lot of times I'll put slightly bigger hooks on them. Why? Because I have a direct line to the fish. I'm not very far from the fish. And I can get good leverage to actually set the hook. Now, what does the average guy do with a deep crankbait that causes them to lose fish? First off, they're using a fiberglass rod, which is not bad, but you have to remember that the fiberglass rod does not have the backbone in it that a graphite rod has. So you can actually get away with a little more hook set. Number two, you're making a super long cast. They're stretching the line, and you're pairing that stretch with a rod that doesn't have as much backbone. Number three, you may be using super light line like 10 pound or 12 at your heaviest, and your drag will slip pretty good not long after you hook that fish a lot of times. The hook doesn't get buried into the fish's mouth. Next problem. Your crankbait has big hooks on it, thick diameter. So you're fighting a long cast with light line, with a springy rod, with big diameter hooks. Does that make any sense to you? No, it doesn't. Okay? I will tell you that I either crankbait with 12-pound line or 15-pound line a majority of the time. Yes, I may need to use a slightly deeper running crankbait than I would with lighter line, but I get more control, better hook sets, and that catches me more fish. The second thing I do is I don't use a great big hook. These are probably at least a number 4, maybe a number 2. If I want to stay with the same size hooks, I will go to a thinner diameter hook. I think Owner makes like an STX, that's a very good hook and very fine wire. Gamakatsu makes a hook that's very sharp with very fine wire. The other thing I can do is if I want to keep using hooks with a thicker wire, if I'm running into bigger fish, is I will downsize the hooks by one size. Now, on the surface, that makes 0 sense. But here's where I'm going to tell you it makes complete sense. That smaller hook of a smaller diameter wire will penetrate quicker into the fish. And if he's only got it by the back hook and he goes to turn, a lot of times the front hook will catch the fish in another part of its head, securing your fish even better. A lot of people don't think about this. And I got to tell you, it works really good. And it's something the pros don't necessarily tell you about deep cranking. Hey, till next time, I'm Steve.